Yeah, look. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, I'm trying to get some more videos in it, and the only way I can see myself putting in some more work is if I do some videos while I'm out and about at work. So look, Anthony Joshua. There's been a lot of talk about Anthony Joshua. People are asking, is Anthony Joshua, is he still a top contender, right? Can he still capture a version of the heavyweight championship? Like, the belts get fragmented, can he pick up a belt? I personally believe Anthony Joshua can, right? I've been one of Anthony Joshua's biggest critics over the years, right? Biggest critics. But being a critic of a fighter doesn't mean you don't like him. In fact, it can actually mean the opposite, right? When you look at it from a logical standpoint, because I'm not a fanboy, okay? So when I look at fighters and I think that they can do better, I will voice my opinion. I know certain fanboys and fans and content creators alike might see it different, but you know what? I don't care. I don't care. You can see it how you want, it's up to you. If you ain't got the logical brain to break it down, then fair enough, that's up to you. But anyway, look, I put a post out there, a poll out there, and the poll basically was kind of like in favor of Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua should still continue, even though there's a lot of mainstream media and public pundits that are coming out and saying he should retire. I say there's plenty of fights for Anthony Joshua, and I'm going to go through a list of them, all right? A list of these fighters I think Anthony Joshua, all right, should or could take on. Now, Anthony Joshua, he's financially stable at the moment, so he doesn't need to fight. Anthony Joshua's got plenty of money in the bank account. He's retired today and he wouldn't even feel it. But I'm going to start from the beginning. Anthony Joshua, there's another fighter out here who's taking on a fight at the moment. I think he's taking on the wrong fight, all right? And I think that if he loses badly in this one, if he loses badly, he will regret it, because he won't get that Joshua fight. And I know who I'm talking about none other than Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte is going to be facing Moses Atuma, all right? Moses Atuma, the young prodigy, the young prospect that's been touted to break, that was touted to break Mike Tyson's record. So Dillian Whyte is a rematch that Anthony Joshua could have, and I think a lot of the fans will be interested because there's been a lot of animosity between the two guys, although it's kind of toned down of late, but we know the animosity is still there. And every now and again, Dillian Whyte likes to throw a jab at Anthony, and Anthony Joshua likes to throw one back every now and again. All right, so that fight is still there, it's still live, and I personally wouldn't mind seeing it. Next, Gerard Big Baby Miller. That was a fight that Anthony Joshua was supposed to have at MSG in his first fight over there in the States. His first and his only fight that he's had over in the States. You know, Ruiz stopped Anthony Joshua, I believe, was it 5 rounds? I can't believe it was 5 rounds, something like that. He got I think it was the 5th round, was it? Or maybe it might have been the 8th, I can't remember exactly. But Ruiz stopped Joshua. It was supposed to be Miller, but it was Ruiz who stopped him. So Miller is something that we can get, a fight that we can get, and now I've let the cat out of the bag. Andy Ruiz rematch would be fine as well. I'll be okay with Andy Ruiz rematch, because between the two guys, it's one apiece, 1-1, yeah? Right? Andy Ruiz knocking out Anthony Joshua at MSG, Anthony Joshua in Riyadh, getting a points decision, securing a points decision to win back his belts. So there's the 3 fighters I just mentioned now: Dillian Whyte, Gerard Big Baby Miller, and Andy Ruiz Jr. Right? Triple D. A lot of Anthony Joshua fans would like to see a rematch between Anthony Joshua and Triple D. I was very vocal before that fight, and I said, look, I feel Daniel Dubois is going to win this fight, and I think he's going to win it in spectacular fashion. There was a few guys that are with me, but the majority of the fans were saying Anthony Joshua's going to win this one. The big media pundits were coming out and saying Anthony Joshua's going to win this one. If you don't can remember Spencer Fearon came out and said that it's going to be a grotesque mismatch. Daniel Dubois not ready, and then he started saying that Daniel Dubois' dad is indulging in Judge. Judge, otherwise known as Jojo. It's calling him an Obia man, all types of stuff. He never took it back, but Anthony Joshua got flatlined in 5 rounds. A rematch, I think. At the time, I said, look, I don't want to see an immediate rematch, but I'd like to see Anthony Joshua go away, come back. If he racks up a few wins and starts to improve, then why not have a rematch? Because you know what? He did hurt Daniel Dubois towards the end, but he rushed his work, went in there and got clipped. Had he not rushed it and taken his time, we don't know how that fight could have turned out. It could have gone to 12 rounds for all we know. So that's another fight. Greater Manchester Police right here now, taking a piss. There ain't no emergency. They just want to get through traffic. They do it all the time. So anyway, look, Deontay Wilder, the Bronze Bomber, will be facing Tyrrell Herndon, right, next month. And Deontay Wilder's always been linked to Anthony Joshua. And that's a fight that the US fans wanted to see. It's the fans that the UK fans wanted to see. And the hardcore Joshua fans, Wilder fans wanted to see that fight. The Wilders, they wanted to see that fight. It's never materialized. Both sets of fans saying that both fighters are scared. Both fighters don't want to fight. They want to smoke. Turkey Al-Sheikh, when he came and took over this boxing thing, when he brought the first card to us in Saudi Arabia, when they started this whole Riyadh season with boxing, Turkey said, well, basically, Deontay Wilder was supposed to fight Joseph Parker, Anthony Joshua fight Otto Wallin. Winner faces the winner. The only problem was Deontay Wilder couldn't beat Joseph Parker. Anthony Joshua destroyed Otto Wallin. So we never got the fight. If Wilder can beat Tyrrell Herndon, then you never know, this fight could be back on again. But I believe I mentioned Andy Ruiz, Gerard Big Baby Miller, Deontay Wilder, Dillian Whyte, and Triple D. Those are the 5 fights that I think Anthony Joshua still has left. These are interesting fights that people would be interested to see. Maybe a few warm-up fights in between. That's 5 fights though, man. I mean, how many fights does Anthony Joshua have left in him? You know? I don't know, personally, and I don't know how far he wants to go, but I'd like to see him. If he picks any one of those opponents, I'm okay with it, and I'd watch it. I'll be fine with it, you know? So, you know what? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'll be interested in what you guys say. Do us a favor, smash the like button, hit that bell for notifications so you can get all the new and latest videos. 1.